Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, specifically a holiday makeup tutorial, which I'm really stoked about. I was actually able to team up with Ulta Beauty to create this whole entire makeup tutorial. So kudos to you guys because these opportunities would not be possible without you. When I sat down to film this look, I really wanted to do something bold, and I also wanted to incorporate color on the eyes without looking too dramatic. So what I did is I popped the color on my lower lash line and paired it with this bold red lip. I don't know about you guys, but I personally love this look. I feel like it really screams holiday. So if you guys enjoy it, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you like any of the products I do mention in today's video, be sure to check out the link down below in the description box. Everything can be purchased at ultabeauty.com. So with that being said, we're gonna roll into it. To start this look off, I'm going to work on the eye. So first, I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base in all white. I'm placing this all over my lids with a synthetic brush. Then I'm blending out the edges so that way we don't have any harsh lines. Once those edges are completely blended, I'm going to take the shade called Classic, place it underneath my brow bone. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade called Innocent on a fluffy brush and really just work this into my crease to add a little bit more definition. To really define my outer V, I mixed two different shades in the Tarte's Pro palette. I used Innocent and also Smoked. What I did is I really just pushed this product in the outer portion of my lid. I feel like it's always important to add a little bit and then layer colors on top to get the intensity that you want. That way it's nice and blended in the process and it's not patchy or blotchy. So keep that in mind, layer colors as opposed to going in with a ton of product all at once. Then going back into the NYX eyeshadow base in white, I place this on the inner portion of my eyelid once again, and then I set that with that Classic shade that we applied previously. Once that was done, I went right back into the shade called Innocent, and I blended out the harsh edges that I created when applying that eyeshadow base. My theme for this Ulta video was Be Bold, so I opted for my Maybelline gel liner and created a really nice, intense cat eye wing. Now, if you aren't used to a cat eye wing, I definitely recommend stepping out of the box a little bit, stepping out of your comfort zone and being creative. I love extreme cat eyes, so that's exactly what I did. I just used my Real Techniques liner brush, a little bit of the gel liner, and flicked it out. For mascara today, I went in with the CoverGirl So Lashy Blast Pro Mascara, which I really like, but you guys know I'm not me if I don't apply false lashes, so I did opt for a really awesome pair of false lashes. These are the Eyeliner false lashes. These are the Luxe, and I absolutely love them. I think they look amazing on my eyes. Now working on the face real quick because I need to cover up all these blemishes. I'm gonna go in with this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Really do love this stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a little bit on my fingertips and rub it in the center of my face where I have a little bit more of enlarged pores. The next thing I wanna do is color correct, but instead of going in with like pinks and greens and blues and purples, I'm actually gonna go in with this. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness. It's pretty much just a neutralizing color correcting cream. So with the Real Techniques setting brush, I'm going to dab this into the product a little bit. I'm gonna wipe the excess on the back of my cap because you really don't need all that much. And I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna brush it along the areas where I do have more redness. So that includes my nose, my cheeks, and also my acne. Now, once I have the majority of the product where I want it, I'm just going to further blend the product into the skin. So that way there's not like blobs of color correcting cream just sitting on my face. All right, so now that I'm done color correcting, I'm now gonna go in with foundation. Today I'm gonna use this. This is the Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer by Clinique. I am in the shade Golden Neutral, so 8 Golden Neutral. This is gonna look like it is darker than me, but the reason I got a darker shade is because I do self-tan and I haven't self-tanned yet, and I wanted this to match me moving forward. So I really like the applicator on this. I'm just going to apply it to my face like I would a concealer. I feel like color correcting my face beforehand just like really helps me out. I don't even know if I'm putting too much. I'm just going with the flow. Crazy. Now to blend everything out today, I'm gonna use the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge and I'm just gonna pounce this on my skin. I actually really do love the coverage of this foundation. And I also love how well it's blending out. Like, my skin looks flawless. Freaking flawless. Now, you can double up this Clinique product as a concealer, but since it is the same shade as my entire face, I'm actually not going to use this. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Light. I really do love the coverage of this concealer. I just can't get enough. So I'm going to apply this directly underneath my eye and closest to my wing liner to really sharpen that area up. To blend my concealer out today, I'm going to try this little mini right here. This is the Mini Miracle Sponge by Real Techniques. So I'm just going to pounce this underneath my eyes. I love anything that's mini. I feel like I have full control with this thing. I'm digging it. To set that concealer today, I'm going to be using this palette, which is the Lorac Pro Contour Kit. I'm going to mix these two shades right here, which is the beige highlight and also the yellow highlight. And with the Real Techniques setting brush, I'm just going to set that area. For the rest of my face powder today, I'm going to use this right here. This is the Benefit Hello Flawless Face Powder. I really do love this powder for how silky it is on the skin. To apply it, I'm going to use a large powder brush and I'm just going to push this all over. I do essentially want to bring color and dimension back into my face, so I'm going to go in with the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. At that lightest shade, I'm going to take it and go in a 3 formation around the perimeter of my face, just like that, and then I'm just going to brush a little bit more into my hairline. I like to do really big motions like this because it allows me to bronze the face as opposed to creating a very distinct contour line. Now, moving back up to the eyes, I do want to add some color, and to do that, I'm going to go in with this pencil right here. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade called Deepen. I'm going to take this and run this on my lower lash line, just like this. And I'm going to set that Deepen liner by Urban Decay with Trendy to get a really nice jewel tone look. So I kind of want to add something a little bit more on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of glitter. This is the NYX Glitter. And this one is in the shade 03. And it's this really pretty emerald bluish green color. And to adhere the glitter, I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. Then with the pencil brush, I'm just going to brush out the edges a little bit. Now for the very inner corner of my eyelid, I'm going to go in with the shade called Gleam from the Tarte Pro palette, and I'm just going to pop it in my inner tear duct. Now that the eyes are officially done, I'm going to go on to the rest of my face. So to highlight today, I'm going to use this. This is the Tarte Pro Glow palette, and I am so excited to use this. I'm going to mix 2 shades. I'm going to mix Lit and also Fire, and I'm going to place this on the highest points of my cheekbone. For blush today, I really wanted something universal that was going to go good with a ton of different eye looks. So I'm going to go in with Urban Decay's Video. This is Urban Decay's Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush. I really do love this stuff. Like I said, it does go with a ton of different eye looks. For lip liner today, I'm going to use this shade right here. This is by Ulta Beauty. This is their lip liner in the shade Merlot. And I'm just going to trace and outline my lips. And to actually fill in my lips, I'm going to use the Tarte Lip Paint in the shade called Bay. And just like that, you guys, that's the end of today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you guys have any video requests, be sure to check out the email in the description box of my videos. I always leave it there for you guys. If you ever have any recommendations or requests, you can shoot me an email and maybe your idea can be featured in my next video. Like I said, if you did like any of the products I mentioned in today's video, be sure to also click the link in the description box because everything was from ultabeauty.com. Ooh, I'm doing Vlogmas on my second channel, Ashley Marie Vlogs. I've been killing it for Vlogmas this year so far, so be sure to subscribe to my vlogging channel. If you guys haven't already, you guys can catch up with my life outside of this channel, so that's always fun. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.